Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! My name is Raven from the Sky, and let's do this. Let's see if we can get a better turnout. Now I don't expect to be just running through people with this. EXODIA. Your primary objective is to get the pieces, depending on your build, but to me, no matter what build you run, that's the primary objective. It should be built around that, not going toe to toe. That's also a weakness, I understand that, but the strength lies in you getting the pieces no matter what they do, and try to get them really under 10 turns if you can. Even better under 5. That happens if you get if you draw into 3 of them already, and then you have Witch of the Black Forest and then an emissary in your hand. That's game in 2 turns. Oh, it can happen. I've done that. It's rare. That's luck of the draw, but it can happen. Those 1 in a million chances do happen. Now we're facing Invoked. Invoked Predaplant. Is that what we're facing? Invoked Shaddolls. I know Shaddolls have made a comeback in recent years. That's another that I need to go ahead and profile. Salaman Great. I'm interested in those. Yeah, I think there's a structure deck out of that, because the other fire structure deck they came out with, not the Fire Kings. What was it? Back in 2003, 2004. Those. It was a wind, a fire. That was horrible. I turned it into a burn deck with Lava Golem. But hey, it was back at during the birth of Yu-Gi-Oh! Over here in the States. You look back, a lot of that stuff wasn't that good. It may have been good for the time, but even back then, people really didn't like that structure deck. The wind one, I think, was a bit better. Got that Harpy's boy, whatever his name is, he was like 1800. I remember if you buy 3 decks, 3 structure decks, you get 3 1800s. Those are really, it's good to open up with that now, but back then it was really good if you could open up with an 1800. And then I remember Goblin Attack Force came out, and everybody wanted that card. That was a level 4 2000. Woo! That once you attack, it goes to defense, but that was better than Berserk Gorilla. You know what I mean? And then it was a good amount of those out to where you can make a skill drain deck. You remember those? You play a bunch of those cards with those negative effects, weird effects, but you would play skill drain. That way they could stay on the field. Good times, man. What is that? I didn't even read it. You can send the same type of card. Okay. So if I activate Dark Hole, he's gonna send a spell. Oh, I learned my lesson. So let it go through. We'll use that to get the head. I've learned my lesson. And what really pisses people off with EXODIA decks is the stalling. That's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because I run EXODIA, and even that gets on my nerves sometimes. When they just stall. I know that's kind of hypocritical. You don't throw stones in a glass house. I know, but it is what it is. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't get on my nerves. But see, I don't rely just on stalling alone. I try to go fish and get the pieces as quick as possible, not just play a bunch of 2,000, 3,000 defense cards, throw them out there and just gravity bind and just sit and wait till I draw it. Oh nah, that's too long for me. I need to get the pieces quickly and efficiently, which is why I run 3 emissaries. You'd be surprised if people don't do that. 3 emissaries and Vampire Dragon. I used to didn't run Vampire Dragon. It was somebody. Oh my god. I can't remember your name, dude. I don't even know if he still watches the videos, because, you know, and it doesn't offend me. People dipping back, they get bored, they stop watching the content, and they come back 3 years later. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he even still looks at it, but someone said, hey, you should use Vampire Dragon. I said, what? Look at that. I'm saying, oh, when it gets destroyed, you search. Oh man, I can get a piece with that. You know what I mean? That's an easy EXODIA piece. So run 2 of them. This is a tribute, so that's why I don't run 3. So I'll run 1 to 2, depending on how your deck is built. Probably 2, because you could, boom, he attacks, slap down Battle Fader, next turn tribute, summon Vampire Dragon. Now, the problem is the Ghost Ogres and Snow Rabbits. Those cards, those that can negate your quick effects, that'll slow down your ability to get the pieces. This thing right here, anything really that stops effects by quick effect, that's gonna cause a problem. Sure, you can still get your EXODIA pieces, but you won't be able to get them as fast, which means you run the chance of losing quicker. Because with this build, is when you see the deck recipe, it's built around just getting the pieces, not fighting. You fight if you have to, or it's more like on defense, like a turtle offense. Like I could have a full hand of cards, right? Slap down Tragodia and sit there behind like 3,800, you know. And then I have to try to future summoners, which they can do. A big beater, because the game is so special summon heavy now. It's crazy. So it ain't like it's hard to get out like a big beat stick boss card. It's not. But still, that'll buy me a few turns. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the little backstory on my little EXODIA, why I like EXODIA and stuff like that. I got that. I built it in real life. It's expensive, but to me, it's worth it. EXODIA is always worth it. It's timeless. It's the same build I've been running for the last almost 10 years, except a little bit of minor changes here and there. You know, cards are now, at least in this game, Witch of the Black Forest is back. Like I said, Pot of Avarice is back. Stuff to come, Monster Reborn is back. Because when I first built this game, Monster Reborn built this deck. In real life, Monster Reborn, to me, I think, yeah, was still banned. Witch of the Black Forest was banned. Pot of Avarice was legal, but then it ended up getting banned. One Day of Peace was at 3. You remember that? I mean, you remember that. Remember when One Day of Peace was at 3? Then they chopped it down to 1, restricted it down to 1. So you really now only have One Day of Peace. Morphin Jar was legal. It's legal again in this game. Okay. So is it once per turn? I don't even know if he's got a spell in his hand. I could take a risk, because we got to clear that field. See what he does. Go ahead and use it. Darn it. shoot. Well. I got a feeling if I use Swift Scarecrow next turn, he's just gonna negate it. So I'm better off just there we go. That'll soak up 2 of the attacks. Oh shoot, that thing's at 31. That's a game. No, it isn't. No matter what. Let me say what I'm talking about. Soaking up 2 of the attacks. If he doesn't summon another monster. Having a hard time, man, with EXODIA already. With this new format, new cards and stuff. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, but look at this. Getting destroyed. Maybe I should try an Obliterate build, huh? I think I should have kept Dark Hole and just used Scarecrow. I would have destroyed the other one. You know what I'm playing. He saw me get the piece. Invoked Shadows. These things are insane. I see what people are talking about. Oh, it cuts. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care. I'm going to catch you guys in the next episode, all right? Peace.